Hi, my name's Nicola Stowe. I work here at RIDBC as a Braille proofreader, and I also work for Rennie College as a Braille instructor, teaching adults Braille. So I'm just going to show you how to put the paper in the Perkins Brailler, and then I'll go through its different parts and how it all works so that you can actually start to write something. So first I'm going to flip up the paper release at the back. Make sure my paper's all lined up in the front of the Brailler. Always make sure you put the paper release back down once your paper's in securely. Then with the winder at the side, wind the paper in. When it gets to the top, you use the new line key, which I'll show you in a minute, to go down one line like that, so that your paper doesn't jam or get caught. So at the back of your Perkins Brailler, you'll find two margin releases, and it's so that when you're doing sums or work with your students, you can actually move the bell, make the line shorter or longer. And make sure when you have your paper in at first though, that those margin releases that move along the back of the Brailler like that, and only a little way on the other side, but they move along, make sure that they're both in place there. And also sometimes too, what can happen for people is this little knob here on the side, it's not going to do it for me, but sometimes that gets unscrewed and that can also cause your paper to jam. So make sure that's screwed in nice and tight to the left hand side, and then you're ready to Braille. I'm going to try and explain to you the keys of the Perkins Brailler in the most logical way possible. I don't think it's good necessarily to go from left to right, because then it will get too confusing. So I'll start with the centre 6 keys here. On your left hand side you've got dot 1, 2, 3, and dot 1 is usually used with the index finger, 2 with your middle finger, and dot 3 with your ring finger. Then this key here in the middle is your space bar. You can use your thumb to press space. Some people feel more comfortable just moving their index finger across, and I think it's important to have that hand position as it is, but when you use your space bar, just do whatever you feel is most comfortable. But always keep that position of dots 1, 2, 3 on the left. 4, 5 and 6 you have dot 4 is your index finger, dot 5 is your middle finger, and dot 6 is your ring finger. On the very left hand side you have your new line key, which I explained to you before, and that just brings the paper down one line. If you wanted to go back up one line, you just wind this in very gently and you'll hear it go click once. If you don't hear it, it actually will go click, and now it's back into place, and you'll actually feel it do that. I'll just space it along a little bit. On the very right hand side is your backspace key, so if you make a mistake you can backspace what you've done and rewrite something else. So that's basically your Perkins Brailler, how to put the paper in and how it works.